Hi, my name is Dash. I'm a jewelry designer and a small business owner. And a few weeks ago, I sold at my first ever Renegade Craft Fair. This was super exciting and such a big milestone for me. Before doing this craft fair, I was really clueless as to how much money it costs to put together a booth and if it was profitable. So now that I've done it, I wanted to share how much I spent and how much I made in case it's helpful for another artist or small business owner who want to participate and take the leap into doing Renegade. So let's get into it. The Renegade that I participated in was the one in Andersonville in Chicago, and I was actually waitlisted for it. So by the time that I found out I was in it, I had about a month to prepare, which is not ideal for a market that big, but I was taking what I got. So my brand is called Las Animas. I make handmade jewelry. It's mostly beaded jewelry, hand chains, bag charms, stuff like that. These earrings that I'm wearing back here are my creation. And before I get into how much I made at this craft fair, I want to break down how much I spent. First one being the application fee, which was $35. The booth fee was $340, and I did a shared booth, so I was splitting it with one other artist. And I think this is a really good entry point into Renegade because I didn't have to worry about the financial burden of the full booth cost, which was double the half shared booth cost. And not only the booth, but also the cost of filling that booth, right, with tables or with just more product. So this was really good, especially since I didn't know what to expect and how much I was gonna make. I spent around $535 on supplies, and I already, of course, had some supplies to work with, and I had some jewelry already made from a previous market, but this was just what was needed to stock my booth for this size of a market, which was much bigger, much more foot traffic. They have pretty good marketing, so I needed to be ready for potentially a lot of sales. Spent around $357 on things for my table setup. So that looked like a new tablecloth, a new sign, business cards, and a few additional like stands to display the jewelry. I actually ordered too many business cards. I ordered 1,000 because I had no clue what to expect and I didn't want to run out. I probably could have gotten away with half of that. My mom came to help on Sunday and she was walking around passing out business cards, and I still have a bunch left over. So 1,000 was a little too many, but I can always use them in the future. Same with the stuff that I bought for my table. The stands and the setup weren't like necessary, but it is an investment in my setup, and I felt really good about it. I was really pleased. I got a lot of compliments. I felt really confident in my setup, and I think that really comes through when you're selling your product. I don't think you need to do anything crazy. I didn't have a crazy setup. I think it was just cohesive, clean, well-stocked. I wasn't out here building tables and walls. If you've been to a Renegade, you know some of the setups can be really beautiful, but also intimidating, and you definitely do not need to start there. I've been building up my setup over the years. I will continue to build up, so just take it easy, do what you can, but just make something that you at least feel good in. So in total, I spent around $1,282, which was really stressful as a small business owner, let me tell you. But in the end, it was definitely worth it. I actually broke even and then some on the first of the 2 days of the weekend. So that felt really, really good. It was really amazing going into that second day knowing that it was all profit. So in total, I made, roll please, $2,473.46, which was huge for me. It was way more than I ever made at any other market. I think the most I had ever made before this was maybe like $650. Granted, those were all smaller markets with less marketing, less foot traffic, and sales aren't always guaranteed, and every market can vary so much. And it goes without saying that some artists might make way more than I did, some artists might make less, but for me, this was a huge success. It was worth all of the work and money that I put into it, and I would totally do it again. I would absolutely love to do it. I think there are 4 in Chicago every year, and I would 100% do all 4 if I can. So yeah, I wanted to share the raw numbers because I feel like as a small business owner and as an artist, it can be really hard to find other creators that are really upfront and transparent about things like finances. And I think sharing that information is just really valuable, so you know what you're getting into when you sign up for something like this. I definitely want to make more videos like this in the future. Let me know if you have any questions or if there's anything you'd like me to make a video on. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time.